another live look at the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain as winds begin to pick up ahead of the front moving our way.
It's that front that is bringing a threat of some severe weather for all of us tonight.
And here's meteorologist Hannah Gard with a timeline for these storms. Hannah.
Yeah, those waves already getting pretty choppy there on the lake. We're going to continue to see those winds pick up, even though they're already pretty gusty out there as the storm system that we're tracking to the west approaches us very quickly. Look how long that line of storms extends all the way down to the tip of Texas there. The strongest storms we're seeing entering Louisiana now. We even have a little bit of a bow there that we're watching of those straight line winds. Some of those surface winds 40 to 50 mile an hour sustained. So that's what's coming towards us. We're going to see all modes of severe weather. We do have a tornado watch in effect. We'll likely see that extended towards the east. And up north, we're seeing winter weather alerts across all the way up until the Midwest because we're going to continue to see that system draw northward as we go throughout the next 24 hours or so. So severe weather headlines for this evening. This threat will come after sundown, which is in 30 minutes or so. We'll start to see some rain picking up, and then that line of storms moves through later tonight. High winds are something we're going to be worrying about as we see that approaching. Power outages are possible with those 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. And then within the line of storms, tornado and storm force winds there will come into the area, and we do want to make sure that everybody has those notifications turned on tonight, especially if you're planning on heading to bed here anytime soon, because this will be coming through around 9 or 10 p.m. So we are in that level 3 risk for severe weather, that orange color across the region, and we have a hatched tornado risk. That's those black lines, meaning that we could see a strong tornado in the area along the front end of that line, but most likely embedded with those storms. And our conditions are pretty good to see the severe weather. We've already seen it throughout the day today. What we look for in the atmosphere is divergence aloft. That means we have these winds to the south headed more eastward, and then where we have that little swirl, that's our low pressure system. We're seeing those winds headed more up towards the north, and in that little area between those where we see that sort of V shape, that's where we're getting all of that convection, and that lands right over our area. So we're going to continue to see those conducive ingredients for severe weather. We get large scale ascent, so we are getting those tornado warnings right in that region. Those pinks and whites, that is a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. So we are already seeing things starting to pick up. That warm front has made its way over us already. Temperatures in the mid 60s now. We're going to continue to climb into the evening. And then on the back end, we're seeing snowfall. So potent weather system headed towards us. We have a lot of moisture getting picked up to the north as well. That's another ingredient that we need to see those severe storms. So we are going to watch for that. Right now, we're just seeing some light to moderate rain across the entire North Shore, really seeing those rounds of rainfall. South Shore, not so much, more so towards the river parishes. We're seeing a couple of heavier downpours. Thibodaux seeing some rainfall as well. As this gets closer, we're going to start to see those showers picking up, but that main squall line won't make it to us until just after 8 p.m. towards 9. We'll see the leading edge of that line moving through, and then before midnight, we'll continue to see that pushing through. After midnight, I think we'll be in the clear. Things will start to shape up. We will get those winds gusting heavily from the north. That's going to drop those temperatures substantially into the evening hours. So we do have a high wind warning. That's for those winds ahead of the line of storms. We could see 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts that could cause power outages across the area. And timing this out, as that line moves through, look at that 60 mile an hour winds coming from the south. So that's going to cause some problems for us. If you have anything loose outside you need to tie down, it's a good idea to do that right now before this moves through. We also have coastal flood advisory. That's that green there along the coast down south. But on the lakefront there in Mandeville, we do have a coastal flood warning. We could see 1 to 2 foot above normal wave heights there as that wind pushes inland from the south. So we're worried about that. Rainfall, not too much of a concern. We might get a trace to an inch across the area. Some isolated places where they see those heaviest downpours could see 2 to 4 inches, which may cause some street flooding, but not the main concern tonight. A reminder, a watch means that we do have those conditions. So if we get a tornado watch, we could see a storm capable of producing a tornado. Warning means that we have seen a tornado spotted or on radar. And then an emergency means take immediate action. If you are in that warning or tornado emergency, make sure you head to the most interior room in your house or any room without windows. And if you're in a mobile home, it's best to evacuate. Right now, seeing some rainfall out of our tower camera. That's those light showers, and it's really shaking. We have very high winds. We've been seeing those gusting heavily already. 44-mile-an-hour wind gusts at the airport. Temperatures in the 60s. We'll continue to see those climb this evening. But once we make it through this threat tonight, temperatures will actually be pretty nice. We'll be in the 50s, feeling like winter again this weekend. We climb back into the 60s, and we're more spring-like by the start of next week. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Hannah.